Hey, this is Mitzi. Today I'm going to be making grilled chicken salad. I picked up chicken breast at the local grocery store and I've marinated it 2 different ways. I have a bacon honey mustard marinade, and also I've marinated one of the breasts in this Korean chili sauce by the Momofuku brand. It's really good. My vegetables are out of my CSA box that I picked up at the farmer's market. They came from the farm in Dobson, North Carolina. Let's get started. So here's the chicken breast. I've had it marinating for at least a couple of hours. You may want to pause at this point and write down the recipe for the one on the right. You can use anything you want in your salad. These are some of the vegetables out of my CSA box. And the chicken I'm grilling outside. Just put it on the grill. When it gets halfway done, turn it over, bring it inside and let it rest before cutting it up. And there's my Daisy doll. This lettuce is butter crunch. It's really tender. I'm gonna just tear it off, cut it in some smaller pieces. You can tear it, you don't have to cut it. The reason I cut it is because my husband really likes his lettuce in smaller pieces. This is some really fresh lettuce. So I'm gonna put that in the bowl. You don't have to have a whole lot of lettuce because right here I'm just making for me and my husband. So now we're going to get our cucumber. You don't have to peel the cucumber if you don't want to. I'm leaving a little bit of peeling on it. Also, you can use a knife to cut off the ends. I'm just trying out my new peeler from Walmart. So now, just slice up your cucumber. And throw it in the bowl. I don't have professional knife skills, but I get the job done. This broccoli is some that I actually grew out in my flower bed. I didn't get much this year, but what I did get is pretty good. I love broccoli in my salad, but I don't like it in big pieces when I put it in the salad. So I'm gonna chop off the little florets and use them. Chop it just a little bit finer. And add that to the cucumbers and lettuce. And like I said, if you want to put other stuff in your salad, just put whatever you want. You can use spinach. You can use big tomatoes. What I've got here is some little cherry tomatoes. These came from the farm in Dobson. I know you guys keep hearing me talk about the farm, but if you want some of their produce, you can go to the farm, or you can go to the farmers markets in Mount Airy or Dobson, and I think they may be at Elkin. So let's cut those up. And now the strawberries. I got these at the local grocery store. I love fruit in my salad. Sometimes I use blueberries. Sometimes I use apples, walnuts to go with the apples are really good in a salad. But strawberries, they're my favorite. If you've never had strawberries in your salad, try it. It's really good. especially if you're going to use a balsamic vinaigrette. And I'll show you how to make that at the end. So toss it in there. Isn't that pretty? Now the bell peppers, or green peppers that I'm cutting up, I'm going to put them in a separate bowl, and also my onions, because my husband, he don't care for the bell peppers or the onions in his salad. So I'm chopping these up in kind of small pieces. You can leave them in strips. I'm going to just use a little bit of this onion. I don't want to overpower my salad. I've seen some people make a cut straight across the middle before they do the cuts that I'm making here, but I find that if I cut it like this, it does perfectly fine. It all comes apart. Anything I can do to save a step, I'm going to do it. There we go. So now the chicken is done. This one is the honey mustard and bacon marinated chicken. And the reason I told you to let it rest, with any meat, you need to let it rest for a little bit, because if you cut into a meat while it's hot, those juices are going to come out. You need to let it sit and let those juices come back into the meat. The Korean chili marinated one is for my husband. He likes things a little bit spicier than I do, which it's not spicy at all, but I'm a little bit of a wimp when it comes to spicy foods. I'm sure most things that say Korean, you're going to expect it to be just a little bit on the spicy side. So let's get that cut up, and then we'll put our salads together. I use my hands a lot. As long as I keep my hands clean, I'm sure my family don't mind eating the food that I've used my hands on. I guess I'm what you'd call a hands-on cook. After I get this divided, I'm going to put the little extra added touch into mine, which is the onions and the peppers. I'm only going to use part of the chicken breast on each one. I'm going to save the rest of the chicken for another salad later. The honey mustard goes on mine, the Korean chili on my husband's. Now I'm going to put the cheese that it was a sample that came in our CSA box. It's from a dairy farm that's in a neighboring county from us. So now I'm going to drizzle it with a balsamic dressing that I made. It's simple: balsamic vinegar, honey, and olive oil. I only put it on mine because my husband likes ranch. And there you go. Thank you to the farm in Dobson and for my son James Bricky for doing the sound. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you for watching Mitzi's Market Fresh Meals.